A compilation of nightmares that end up coming true. Middle East edition. Nightmare 1. My university is bombed. I, as the sole survivor, must walk over the unrecognizably charred bodies of my dead classmates. As I near the door, I smell burning flesh. I realize it is mine. I wake up. I wake up. I wake up. It was just a nightmare, I tell myself. I curl up under a weighted blanket. Clutching my toy cat I've slept with nightly since the age of 2, barely avoiding the liminal space of confusion where one wonders if their dream was just a dream. And suddenly I am jolted awake by the sound of a siren. It is just a nightmare, I tell myself. I lay my head back down, regretting that I didn't take enough melatonin the night before. But the siren continues blaring. My phone pings and vibrates in a pattern I had never heard before. The building shakes under frantic, trampling footsteps as every upper-floor resident crams the stairways in attempt to reach the underground bomb shelter within 30 seconds. I am still discombobulated and disoriented from a lack of sleep, but I do know one thing, that I have waited too long to make it into the bomb shelter. And so I lay back down under my weighted blanket, which was nowhere near heavy enough to stop me from feeling my own trembling. I hug my toy cat, and with noise-canceling headphones I text my mom that I love her. If the rocket strikes, I do not want to know. I distract myself with prayers. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 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 I am awake now, but I wish I weren't. I pinch myself and it hurts. This is no nightmare. There is no waking up from this. Part 2. After the ceasefire, the world continues to go on, but every airplane reminds me of the sound of a rocket. The wind is the start of the siren. The rumbling of cars and motorcycles revving their engines knocks the wind out of my lungs like that first childhood fall from tall monkey bars onto hard ground. I wait for the fear to dissolve. Let time work as a solvent to dilute the trauma. But 2 years on and I am only more aware of how fragile life is, how ephemeral our breaths, our peace, our joy. Part 3. I cannot even awaken in peace. I try to hit the snooze button, adding 10 minutes to a night of sleeplessness, but instead I am confronted by headlines. Another homemade bomb planted at a bus stop I should have been at had I not missed the bus. Another retaliatory bomb fired into Gaza, into my friend's neighborhood. Another mother buries her child against the natural order. I wish to awaken from this one morning, shoulders not aching because they have no reason to. They do not need to remain upright under the incomprehensible weight of constant tragedy, from refugee camps to villages to synagogues to residential neighborhoods. No more men buried under the rubble of someone else's sins. No more mothers burying their children for someone's political agenda. I want this nightmare to end, tell myself to just wake up, but I cannot lucid dream my way out of this, because this nightmare is not a metaphor, and a metaphor would be so much easier to wake up from.